Do you want to learn English through podcasts? Subscribe to our channel. We help you improve your English faster by deep diving into interesting topics.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here again, plunging into your most interesting sources, trying to unearth those insights that, well, really cut through the noise.
Yeah, getting to the core of things.
Exactly. And today, we're tackling something pretty universal. It's stress. Let's be honest. It often feels like it controls us.
Oh, absolutely. More than we control it sometimes.
We're all dealing with deadlines, money worries, personal stuff. It really can take a toll, physically, mentally.
Definitely.
So our mission here, using the source material you shared, isn't about suggesting we can just, eliminate stress entirely.
Right. That's probably not realistic for most people.
No. Instead, we want to kind of dissect it, understand it, and, more importantly, figure out how we can actively master our response to it, cultivate a more positive, resilient way of looking at things.
Precisely. And the material we've got today, it's not just abstract ideas, it's really practical, actionable stuff. Strategies to help you stay grounded, even when things feel, well, completely overwhelming. We're going to break down a few key pillars the source points to.
Pillars for managing stress and boosting positivity.
Exactly. It links them together.
Okay, so where do we start? What's the first step, according to this guide?
It starts with something foundational. It might sound simple, maybe even deceptively so.
Okay.
Mindfulness and meditation. We're talking just maybe 10 or 15 minutes a day. Things like deep breathing, maybe a guided meditation. And, some people might hear that and think, really? Is that enough?
Yeah, I could see that. Just 10 minutes.
But the source explains why it's so powerful. It's not just about chilling out for a bit.
Right.
It's about actively disengaging that part of the brain, the default mode network.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's the part that often runs on overdrive when we're anxious, replaying worries, things like that.
Got it.
So mindfulness helps strengthen your brain's ability, specifically the prefrontal cortex, to regulate emotions and focus. It calms the mind, lowers anxiety, improves focus.
So it creates a sort of pause, a space between the trigger and your reaction.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. It lets you respond thoughtfully instead of just reacting on instinct.
That's a key difference. But what about someone listening who's maybe tried it before, sat down to meditate and felt like it didn't click or it didn't work?
That's a fair question. The source does touch on that. It stresses consistency over how long you do it.
Okay.
Better to do, say, 5 minutes every single day than a whole hour just once a week.
Right, building the habit.
Yeah. And it clarifies mindfulness isn't about stopping your thoughts. That's a common misconception.
Wow.
It's more about noticing them, observing them without judging them. It's a skill like any other.
So it takes practice, like building a muscle.
Precisely. Regular, even short practice builds that neural muscle over time.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So once we've started anchoring the mind, the source then turns to the body, right? Physical activity.
Yes, equally vital. It covers the whole spectrum: yoga, running, gym, even just getting out for a brisk walk.
And it talks about endorphins, the happy hormones. What's the deeper dive there, according to the source? What are they actually doing?
Good question. It goes beyond just feel-good chemicals. They're neurochemicals, a type of opioid your body makes itself.
Okay.
They bind to receptors in your brain, and what that actually does is reduce pain signals and create feelings of, well, euphoria.
So it's the body's own pain relief and mood booster system.
Exactly, a natural counter to stress hormones like cortisol. And the source highlights something important. It's not just about the immediate mood lift.
No.
Consistent release of endorphins through exercise actually contributes to the long-term structural resilience of your brain against chronic stress.
Oh, so it's like building a buffer.
Kind of, yeah, a natural buffer system. So it's not just a quick fix, it's about building durable resilience.
And the source connects this physical aspect even further, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To lifestyle.
Absolutely. Physical movement is presented as just one piece, a cornerstone of a broader, balanced lifestyle.
Okay.
The material is really clear. To really get the most out of it for stress management, you need to combine movement with healthy eating, staying hydrated.
The basics, but crucial.
Crucial basics, yes. And getting enough quality sleep, like 7 to 8 hours.
Right.
This whole package, the source says, keeps your body and mind strong, resilient, better able to handle life's pressures, like tuning up a car so it runs smoothly.
Good analogy. Okay, so we've got the mind with mindfulness, the body with exercise and lifestyle. What's next?
Next up is positive thinking. And I know for some that phrase can sound a bit fluffy.
Yeah, maybe a bit superficial, like just think happy thoughts.
Right. But the source gets into the mechanics of why practices like gratitude actually work on a deeper level.
How so?
Well, it specifically recommends something very simple. Writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day.
Okay, the gratitude journal idea.
Exactly. But the why is interesting. It suggests this isn't just about feeling positive. It's about actively rewiring your neural pathways.
Rewiring.
Yeah. By consistently focusing your attention on things you appreciate, you're training your brain to notice and register positive experiences more readily.
So you shift its default mode away from focusing on what's wrong or missing.
Precisely. From deficit to abundance. It raises a fascinating point. How much of our stress is just amplified by where we choose to put our focus?
That's powerful.
And beyond that personal practice, it also mentions curating your environment.
Reaming.
Surrounding yourself with supportive people, engaging with motivational stuff, books, articles, yes, even uplifting podcasts.
Like this one, hopefully.
Hopefully, these things help maintain that optimism and reinforce those new ways of thinking.
So it's a deliberate cognitive shift, helped along by our surroundings. That makes much more sense. Okay, finally, the deep dive hits on something I think is a huge source of stress for many people: time management.
Oh, yeah. That feeling of never having enough time, huge pressure.
Totally. What practical tips does the source offer for that?
Well, it frames time management not just as a way to get more done, but as a crucial stress prevention strategy.
Prevention, okay.
It starts with setting realistic goals, not these huge, impossible things that just set you up to feel bad.
Right. Avoid overwhelm from the start.
Exactly. And then breaking big tasks down, smaller, manageable steps. It makes it less daunting to even begin.
Reduces that mental load.
Yeah. Then prioritizing what's actually important so you avoid that last-minute panic.
The pressure cooker.
Right. And crucially, learning to say no.
Ah, the big one.
Yes. The source really emphasizes this. Saying no to things that just drain your energy isn't selfish.
It feels like it sometimes, though.
I know, but the source argues it's actually critical self-preservation, protecting your peace of mind, your energy.
That's a really important point. And, throughout all this, there's an underlying theme you've mentioned. It's not about ignoring problems, is it?
Not at all. The source is explicit about that. It actually says, staying positive doesn't mean ignoring problems.
Okay.
Instead, it's about facing challenges with clarity, patience, and resilience.
So active engagement with difficulties.
Yes. Focusing on solutions, not getting stuck on the problems. And underpinning all of this is self-care and maintaining that balance we talked about.
Building that internal toolkit.
Exactly. So you can navigate adversity from a place of strength, not just get swept away.
And that really brings it all together. This deep dive, it highlights a core message. Stress, yeah, it's part of life, but it doesn't have to run the show.
It doesn't have to control you.
Right. We've looked at some really powerful tools. Mindfulness for grounding, physical activity, and lifestyle for resilience.
The neurological shift from gratitude and positive thinking.
And effective time management, including saying no to protect your peace, they all connect.
Absolutely. And to sum it up, if you integrate the right mindset, build consistent daily routines, and really commit to self-care, you can shift from just reacting to stress to actively mastering your response. And that, as the source shows, really paves the way for a healthier, happier, more fulfilling life.
Okay, so for our final provocative thought for you, the listener, to take away and maybe mull over. Given the source emphasizes that staying positive doesn't mean ignoring problems. Instead, it's about facing challenges with clarity, patience, and resilience. Consider this. How often do we confuse positivity with just, avoiding the tough stuff? Or maybe a kind of naive optimism?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What if real strength isn't found in trying to create a life completely free of stress, which is probably impossible anyway, but in deliberately building these tools, these skills that let you engage with pressure rather than just run from it?
Engaging, not escaping.
Exactly. How might changing your focus from escaping stress to mastering your response to stress actually fundamentally change your daily experience, turn challenges into chances for growth, for deeper resilience? Something to think about.